Shri Ram Samartha. The subtle nature of Nam. Were it possible to attain Ram by merely repeating his Nam, it should similarly be possible to obtain employment by just sitting in a room and repeatedly saying job, job. This is how a conscientious objector to repeating Nam as a spiritual exercise often argues. Such argument, however, is defective in logic because the analogy is fallacious in as much as the two things compared are basically dissimilar in their characteristics. Chanting Nam is physical action aiming at forgetting the body is me, feeling, and merging into God, that is, going from the gross to subtle. In the case of obtaining employment, on other hand, we begin with the idea that is an abstract thing, whereas the end product aimed at is gross, namely physical employment, emoluments, etc. It involves various processes like applying to one or more employers, going through tests and interviews, receiving a letter of appointment, and then performance of actual duties assigned. This is altogether a process exactly reverse compared to the chanting Nam. As another instance, take the case of building a house. We begin with the idea, and the process involves preparation of sketch plans, arriving at the final plan after taking into account comfort, convenience, economy, the availability of labor and materials, actually procuring them, and physical construction, finishing, furnishing, etc. All this involve the use of things, persons, and processes for turning an abstract idea into concrete entity. In both these cases, we start with the thought and need a lot of paraphernalia and dependence on others. As against this, it is not only easier but actually sure to attain merger with Ram by repeating Nam. Here we go from the gross to the fine, from the material to the subtle. Devoting the mind to Nam to the exclusion of material things and related thoughts is thus a much easier thing to do and achieve. So take to repeating Nam without raising hypothetical or imaginary doubts and queries. All the various ills that torment the human mind spring from the body am I concept. The only way to rid the mind of that concept is to repeat Nam with loving faith. This will purge the mind of all turpitude and purify it, provided we have the necessary ardency. Forget your small, circumscribed, separate individuality and merge into the universal spirit. Janaki Jeevana Smarana Jai Jai Ram.